Good morning, my dear students. I welcome you all in the class of Moral Science, Lesson 3, Krishna and Sudama. So let us begin the lesson. Krishna and Sudama. Right? Objective of the lesson and understanding the value has already been explained in the last video. And now it is the turn of the story time. Let us begin the story of Krishna and Sudama with the story time. Everyone has heard about Krishna and Sudama. We all know about Krishna and Sudama. Their story is very famous. From the ancient time, we are listening about their strong bonding between them. You must have heard about Krishna at least, because in Hindu, Krishna is worshipped as one of our gods. So, I am going to talk about the same Krishna. This story about the same Krishna to whom we worshipped. Right? So, Krishna had a friend in his childhood whose name was Sudama. Krishna was rich while Sudama was poor. It did not affect their friendship at all. Krishna was belonging from a very rich family. He had plenty to eat. He had nice clothes to wear. He had all the facilities at home. Whereas Sudama was belonging from a poor family. He might be living in an old hut. He had very less to eat and he had less clothes to wear. But neither the richness of Krishna nor the poverty of Sudama came in between their friendship. Their friendship bonding was very, very strong. They cared for each other and shared their joys and sorrows. They used to be together from morning to evening. They used to play together, eat together. Wherever Krishna was going, always Sudama was following him. And both of them cared to each other. Suppose Krishna was getting any problem, Sudama was taking care of him. If Sudama had to face any problem, then Krishna was taking care of him. Actually, as per the story, Krishna was very, very naughty in the beginning, in his childhood. Whenever he was making any mistake, Sudama used to take side of Krishna. Right? Krishna's childhood stories are very, very interesting. You can tell your parents to buy the book of Krishna and you can read it. It is very interesting. Otherwise, you can hear the story of Krishna from your parents also. Nowadays, lockdown is going on. You all are at home. So you must put the habit of reading. Reading habit is very good. You must read a story every day. If you read the story, your English also will improve. And do writing practice. Many of you are having very poor handwriting. This is the time to improve your handwriting. This is the time to improve your speaking skill. So you all try to write every day one page and read one story. So when you meet me in the school, I will listen from you the story of Krishna. So I was talking about the Krishna and Sudama's friendship. Both of them were very, very, very good friends and they shared their joys and sorrows. Whatever was happening in their life, whether it was happy moment or sorrow moment, they were sharing with each other. And if they had any problem, they were sharing to each other and they used to find out the solution. That means, in one word, we can say that their friendship had very good bonding, very good friendship they had. And both right? Grew up. Krishna became the king of Dwarka and Sudama became a teacher but was still poor, very poor. So in the beginning they were children. Slowly the time passed and they became big man. Isn't it? And in their youth, Krishna became the king of Dwarka and Sudama became a teacher. So Sudama was still poor. In the childhood also he was poor. And now when he became young, when he chose teacher as an option for earning, still he was poor. But Krishna, he became the king of Dwarka, Raja of Dwarka. One day Sudama's wife said, "You always say that Krishna is my best friend. We are facing so many problems. Why don't you go and meet Krishna?" So, Sudama was very poor, isn't it? In the picture also, you can see that how Sudama is poor. His clothes are also shown here torn. His wife's clothes also. So, poverty you can see from this picture. So, one day, Sudama's wife told Sudama, "You always talk about your friend. You always say that both of you, that means Krishna and Sudama, you were very good friends in your childhood. Both of you used to share your joys and sorrows together, and both of you were helping each other in the time of need. Is it so, then why are you not going to meet your friend and asking for some help? We are facing so many problems. So now why you don't go to Krishna and ask some help? If he is your true friend, he will surely help you." Then Sudama's wife said, "You go and ask some help from your friend. If he is your good friend, then surely he will help you. Since he is king, he can do anything for you. So, surely he will help you. Please, you go and meet your friend." Sudama's wife kept telling this to him again and again. Finally, Sudama decided to go and meet Krishna. But all the time, whenever his wife used to say that go and meet Krishna, every time Sudama used to ignore. He might have thinking that now Krishna has become the king of Dwarka, so he may not like to meet me, and I am very poor. How can I go to meet a king? Maybe Darwan and all, they will not allow me to meet my friend. And he might have also thought that as the day passed, Krishna might have forgotten about me. So always whenever his wife was telling him to go and meet Krishna, all the time he used to ignore. And he was not liking to go to meet Krishna and ask for some help. Anyway, Sudama's wife, she went on forcing him. Time to time, she used to tell him, "Now you go and meet your friend and ask for some help. If both of you were such a good friends, then why are you not going and asking some help? And okay, if you don't ask, at least you go to meet your friend. Now your friend has become king." Like that, Sudama's wife used to force Krishna. Then one day Sudama thought, okay, my wife is forcing me so much, so let's go and meet once Krishna. Sudama's wife made a special rice dish for Krishna, and Sudama started on with his journey to meet Krishna. And then Sudama, whenever we are going to meet someone's place, we are taking something na, as a gift. Some of us may be taking sweets, some of us sometimes we are taking fruits, or if at home children are there, then we are taking chocolate and all. So like that, since Sudama was going to visit his friend, so Sudama's wife, she made a special rice dish. Something she might have roasted or something of the rice, some special dish she made and gave to Sudama, that when you meet your friend Krishna, you give this gift to him. And Sudama started journey to meet Krishna, and he is left to meet Krishna. Reached the palace. As you can see in the picture, Sudama is standing near the gate, and here one both the side guards are there. So guards, they were standing near the entrance. A guard stopped him and asked for his identity. That time, anybody could not go and meet directly to the king. Now also, if you go to meet any important person, you have to take permission before going to meet him, isn't it? So that time also it was like that. This guard stopped Sudama and said, "Where are you going? Do you have any identity to meet king? Have you brought anything that I can show to the king and ask that this person has brought these things and asking to meet you? Like this, something do you have? Have you got any appointment to meet king?" Then this poor fellow, he had nothing, isn't it, Sudama? Then Sudama said, "Please go and tell Krishna that his childhood friend Sudama has come." Then Sudama, he said, "I don't have anything. I haven't brought anything to show as a proof that I am his friend and I want to meet you. Like this, no proof I am having. Just you go and tell him that your childhood friend Sudama has come to meet you." Then the guard gave the information to Krishna. So what happened then? Guard, he went and told Krishna that someone has come at the gate and he is telling that he is your friend, childhood friend, and his name is Krishna. Like this information God gave to Krishna. So today, till here I will teach you. Rest of the story, that means after the story, this one, I will teach you in the next video. Hope till here you all must have understood it. Am I right? Okay. Now your homework is to read the chapter up to dot. That means you have to read the chapter, read the story up to here, and whenever you read, be sure that you speak louder. Okay? And I know all of you may not be talking in English at home, so you might forget your language. Whenever you learn anything, whenever you read anything, you must read it louder. Right, dear children? Okay, take care. Bye-bye.